Hello and welcome back to Smart Credit Bites. If you listened to the last week's episode about whether you should start a startup, you probably have one burning question, right? Okay, but how much money do I actually need? And today I'm not talking about the startup advice that says just bootstrap it or you can start with nothing. I'm talking about the real numbers, your rent, your food, your health insurance, and your sanity. So, today I'm breaking down the actual cost of starting a startup, the reality that nobody talks about until you are already broke. So, let's talk about money and the real money. So, let's start with the numbers everyone gets wrong. Most people think I need enough money to build my product. I'm sorry, but you are wrong. You need enough to survive while building your product, launching it, getting your first customer, and waiting for them to actually pay you. Right? Here's the actual timeline. So, from say month 0 to 3, you are building your MVP, and you are not making any money. You are just spending money from your pocket. From fourth month to 6 months, you start launching and getting your first users. Maybe you get some revenue, probably not enough to live on. That's true. And from after month 6, that is 7 to 12 months, you are growing slowly. You might make half of the sales you assume, but that is still not enough for you. Now, after 1 year, say from month 13 to 18, if things are going well, you might start making a livable income. And after 1.5 year, or maybe we can say more positively that after 2 years, that's when things go well. So here's the real question: can you afford to make little, or I can say just no income for a 1.5 year to 2 years? Okay, let's break down what the actual cost is. So, first calculate your personal burn rate, right? That this is the personal burn rate is how much money you personally need every month to survive, right? We can say essential expenses like your rent, maybe your loan, any housing loan, mortgages, your food, right? You need food to survive. Your health insurance. Please never skip your health insurance. Your car, maybe your transportation, your utility bills, your internet, your electricity bill, right? Your minimum debt payment if you have any loan, your phone bill, right? And just calculate how much total this cost per month. Now, most people in India need between around 15 to 20,000 per month minimum. Now, let's say they need 20,000 for example, right? Now, just calculate 20,000 into 18. That's your personal survival fund, and that's assuming you live cheaply, no emergency happens to you, you don't have any kids, you have no family, and you are in decent health, right? Now, if you don't have at least this fund saved, you are not ready to go full time on a startup. Trust me. But what about part time? Hold that thought, we will get there. So, now add the actual business expenses. Now, let's say minimum viable startup cost. Let's start with your tech and tools monthly, maybe your website hosting. It's hardly 2 to 3 thousand per year. Okay, and domain also it's around 2,000. Your email service, if you are using that, can cost you around 4,000 a year. And then if you require any basic software, then add that cost and then total it. And if you are going into legal or maybe admin work, then your company formation cost, your business bank account minimum balance, your accounting software cost. And if you want marketing, I have seen many people forget it. Then say if you are doing for even free marketing like Instagram, YouTube, then that also costs your time. And if you're going for paid ads, then please add them. If you are going for content creation tool, you need to add them. And now you need to calculate what is the realistic minimum 5,000 to 10,000 for the business itself for per month. Now if you calculate on the basis of 10,000 per month, then over the 18 month this will go around 1 lakh, 1 lakh 80,000, right? Now just add the total cost. That's the real number. Now this money you need to give yourself for 18 months, and that's the lean version. That I'm not calculating here, no fancy any fancy offers or employees cost. This is just your cost, you surviving wholly, right? Now I understand you're feeling overwhelmed, but you should be actually. But please stay with me. There are smarter ways to do this. But wait, there's more. The cost nobody tells you about. I'm talking if you are making, say, 60,000, 6 lakhs per year at your job, right? Now, quitting your job can cost you that salary. So add another amount and you will get your true cost. That's what you're betting on yourself. Your partner might have to work more, your friends might drift away, and your family might lose faith on you if you are on zero income. And that's and this is the real cause, because you are all of sudden in isolation, right? Now therapy is not covered in most budget, but when you are stressed about money 24 by 7, you might need it. Then please add this one. And just one more thing called that costs is tool you is need, conferences you should attend, courses you must take. These also add up to thousands, right? To make connections, you need to tell people about yourself, you need to attend these conferences, right? Now most startups take longer than 18 months to become profitable, and sometimes this time line is around 3 to 5 years. Now still you want to do this, then that's good. Let's talk about how to make it work. Now here's how to actually afford this. Strategy number one, the side hustle first, I call it. Just please don't quit your job. Just build nights and weekends for maybe 6 months, 12 months. And I know just doing all this after job, it's exhausting. But you are getting paid to validate your idea. Just keep some part of your salary. Maybe you can work extra 20 hours per week on your startup. You can get your first 10 to 20 paying customers. Only quit when startup revenue hits at least the you assume 50% of your assumed income, right? Now strategy number two, the frugal founder. Please cut your personal burn rate to half. Seriously, move back with your parents if it is possible, or maybe get a roommate, or cancel everything that is not essential, and eat only homemade food, because that's healthy and even cheaper. If you have to live on, say, your earlier amount was 50,000 and now you have to live for 25,000, then you just need to cut your half your saving in half, right? And you need to survive on half of your salary so that you can save more. And number strategy number three is the part-time income. Quit your full-time job, but at least keep some income. You can freelance or consulting maybe 2 days a week, right? It will also generate some income. You can work on startup 3 to 5 days, right? If you have 2 days for freelance or consulting, you can work at least 5 days on your startup. You are not that on full speed, but you are at least not broke. Strategy number four, the co-founder split. Okay, now raise just enough money to survive for 12 months, okay? And just borrow little from your friends, family, maybe investors, or some small, you can take some small business, or maybe crowdfunding, just enough to not survive, not starve, while you prove your concept, your idea. The golden rule is always have at least 6 months of personal expenses saved as an emergency fund, always. Now let me give you a brief idea, okay? the startup can cost you isolation, maybe your family, your friends may drift away. But if you are true, then please plan for success, but at least set limits. So, what does starting a startup really cost? Minimum, say 60,000 of your personal saving minimum for first 6 months, or the ability to keep part-time income, or extremely frugality, or plus 18 to 24 months of timeline, right? If you don't have the money yet, don't, please don't quit your job. Build savings first, build your idea on the side, work on it, prove it works before you quit your everything, right? Your job, your family, everything. This is not a sexy advice, I know, but if it's the advice that keeps you from going broke, always remember, you can't build a startup if you can't eat, right? Thanks for listening to Smart Advisor, and stay smart, stay solvent. Thank you.